There's extra security at some Lexington government offices today after a man arrested for threatening employees was released on bond. Our Hillary Thornton will have more details just ahead.
2 robberies, 1 suspect. We'll tell you how police caught up with the man who is now behind bars.
It's a good looking rest of the day as most of us stay dry. There is a small chance later on this afternoon for a rain shower or thunderstorm, but really the bulk of the rain comes this weekend. We're going to go over the timing on that, new updates on that coming up.
This is WKYT News at Noon.
And welcome to WKYT News at Noon, Kentucky's #1 midday news. I'm Barbara Bailey.
I'm Bill Bryant. Here's what's happening at noon. New now, there is extra security at Lexington's waste management offices today after police say a fired employee threatened to hurt several people.
The suspect was arrested, but we've learned he's since been released from jail, and that has some employees concerned. WKYT's Hillary Thornton has more in our top story, new at noon. Hillary?
The arrest warrant for Marshawn Cowan, who is charged with third-degree terroristic threatening, says yesterday the former city employee made threats to cause serious physical harm to several employees here at the government center. The warrant says Cowan was recently terminated as an employee of the city. It goes on to explain several text messages he is accused of sending to a friend outlining his intentions. Many of those messages unable to be repeated due to the nature and use of profanity. Cowan saying he was going to ambush them and that the earth was going to shake underneath their feet. He went on to tell his friend he might never see loved ones again. In addition to looking at the arrest warrant, we also have looked over a message sent to Division of Waste Management employees, alerting them to the threats and letting them know Cowan had been arrested. Also stating that extra police patrols and presence will be at the division. That message to employees was followed up with another message with an update that Cowan had bonded out of jail. And we are told that Lexington police have assigned officers to provide security at the Division of Waste Management. In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
And Cowan is scheduled to be arraigned at 1 o'clock this afternoon on the charges.
New at noon, neighbors in one Lexington neighborhood woke up this morning to notice a rash of car break-ins. The discoveries were made in the Greendale neighborhood near the Masterson Station area. What's more troubling is that police think the suspects have a way of getting into locked cars. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain has more in this Crime Tracker report. Michelle?
In a neighborhood I'm told is normally safe and quiet, crime has now become a big concern. Less than a week after a family was robbed at gunpoint, several break-ins are the newest concern for those living in the Greendale neighborhood. A police officer tells me there have been 4 car break-ins and 2 stolen cars reported this morning here in the Greendale neighborhood. Now, we found broken glass in the street and spoke to one woman who had her car broken into. She didn't want to be on camera, but said someone broke into her car and then got into her garage using the garage door opener. She said nothing was taken. Now, another neighbor tells me she recently moved to the area and was shocked when she heard what sounded like a gunshot around 6 o'clock this morning.
It's very scary, and it's making me wonder if this was the best choice for us in terms of a neighborhood to raise a family and settle down.
Police tell me they believe it's the same group of thieves breaking into the cars and stealing these cars in the Greendale neighborhood. Police also tell me they believe these thieves are using a special device. This device would unlock locked OnStar cars. In Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Michelle, thank you. And police say the thieves only took change and money from the cars. They also advise never leaving a garage opener in your car. Well, it is beautiful outside right now, but that could change as a cold front moves in.
Easy to enjoy it right now. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is live at our First Alert Weather Center with an early look at the forecast. Micah.
Yeah, it really looks good outside. I know we have the clear skies, not really many clouds outside at this moment. We'll have at the end toward the afternoon, start to see a few clouds build, and there is that slight chance of rain out there later on this afternoon. It's 85 already in Frankfort. 82 now in Moorhead as you're looking at the 801 overpass there on I-64. And Lexington coming in at 85 degrees, so it's really not bad as of right now. Now, as we continue to travel in towards your afternoon, you can see up toward the north of us and to the west, little bits and pieces here and there. None of that will cause many issues. That's more of just beneficial rain to the yards if we do see any at all. There's your front. It's headed our direction, obviously. It is not highly impressive whatsoever. Down toward the southeast, my friends, southeastern Kentucky sitting there in the low 80s, and we'll finish off once again mid to upper 80s. That small chance of rain. The focus of the forecast obviously is not today. It's not tomorrow nor Friday. It's this weekend with the big blast and cold front. I'll show you what that's going to bring us and how that's going to affect our big plans, big festivals, and everything else going on. That's coming up.
Okay, I think we can guess, but we'll have the full forecast shortly. Micah, thank you very much. New on WKYT at noon, some scary moments for a man who woke up to find a gunman right there in his bedroom. The robbery happened about 5 o'clock this morning on Kentucky Avenue in Lexington.
And police say that crime may be connected to another Lexington robbery that happened just a few blocks away. But as WKYT's Lauren Miner reports, the suspect wasn't able to get away.
It was in this apartment parking lot right off Central Avenue where police finally caught up with Graham Steele. He was driving a stolen vehicle and fleeing from police. This is how police say it all went down. Around 5 a.m., police were called out to an armed robbery on Kentucky Avenue. The person living in the home said he woke up to a man pointing a gun at him and demanding money. The victim gave him the money, and then the suspect fled. Police were then called to another robbery a little over an hour later on Clay Avenue and High Street. The suspect matched the same description of the man off Kentucky Avenue. The victim said a man with shaggy blonde hair stole the vehicle he was driving at gunpoint. Police pursued Steele in a low-speed chase and followed him to the Central Park apartments on Central Avenue. When pulling into the apartments, Steele tried getting rid of the gun by breaking out the glass window. He then got out of the car, threw the gun, and tried fleeing from the scene. Based on the description and details given to police, they do believe the two robberies are connected. Reporting in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Steele is charged with robbery, fleeing, tampering with evidence, and possession of a handgun by a felon.
A man who is accused of a stabbing of a sleeping 6-year-old boy, is believed to have stabbed him to death, is going to be in court this afternoon. The last time that Ronald Exantis was in court back in August, a Woodford County judge rescheduled a hearing that will determine if Exantis is mentally competent to stand trial. According to his attorney, Exantis had a psychotic break after his arrest and spent several months in the state hospital. Exantis was arrested in December after police say he broke into a Versailles home and killed Logan Tipton. He is scheduled to be in court at 2 o'clock.
We have an update this afternoon about a Lexington man who was pinned between two trucks in a rush hour crash. UK Hospital says Lyle Adams is in serious condition. Yesterday, Adams pulled off the shoulder of New Circle Road near Richmond Road and got out of his truck. Moments later, another truck hit Adams, trapping him between the two vehicles. Friends tell us Adams had been training for an Ironman competition in Maryland. His coach says he has broken bones and a dislocated knee. Police think the man driving the truck that hit Adams had a medical emergency at the time of the crash.
Also new at noon, Richmond police have issued a golden alert for a missing woman. They say 74-year-old Lily Mae Justice was reported missing by her family Monday night. She was last seen wearing a gold-colored hat, jeans, and a blue and white T-shirt, as well as black Nike leather shoes. Police say Justice may be in danger because of her medical condition. She does not have access to a vehicle and is suspected now to be on foot somewhere. Also new, Whitley County deputies are looking into how this stolen tractor ended up in a field in the Rockholds community. They say the tractor and this trailer were stolen out of Crossville, Tennessee. They say the tractor was stolen from a business. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Whitley County Dispatch. You see the number on your screen.
Well, 8 Kentucky principals were recognized for their accomplishments today.
The 8 are the first educators in the nation to receive the Distinguished Principal and National School Leadership Coach credentials from the National Institute for School Leadership. They earned the credentials after a rigorous evaluation, and today they were recognized in Lexington. Among those honored was Alicia Hunter, who is a principal at Ferristown Middle School in Berea.
This is a huge honor to be a distinguished principal. This is a rigorous process that we went through, lots of great professional learning.
Hunter says principals always need more training to help students grow and meet teachers' needs as well. Congratulations to them. And the new University of Kentucky basketball uniforms have arrived.
Take a look. The university tweeted this picture this morning saying, quote, the new Kentucky MBB uniforms have arrived. Only 30 days until madness. Hashtag We Are UK. The new uniforms are getting mixed reactions on our social media sites. You can log on and tell us what you think.
Right.
Everybody has a different view of that.
Yes,
it has been.
Well, a former high school ranking official's private thoughts about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton have now surfaced. We'll have more on that when we come back on WKYT News at noon. Welcome back to WKYT News at noon. Former Secretary of State Colin Powell's private thoughts about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton have now surfaced. His spokesman confirms that the retired general's emails have been hacked. Craig Boswell has the latest from the White House.
Messages posted on DCLeaks.com from Colin Powell's Gmail account show the former Secretary of State has issues with both major presidential candidates. In one email, the Republican called Donald Trump a national disgrace and an international pariah. But Powell also criticized Hillary Clinton and her campaign for using him to justify her use of private email servers at the State Department. He wrote, "Sad thing is that HRC could have killed this 2 years ago by merely telling everyone honestly what she had done and not tie me into it. She keeps tripping into these character minefields." With less than 8 weeks until Election Day, Clinton is taking one more day to recuperate from pneumonia, while Trump has several campaign events scheduled, beginning in Flint, Michigan. Trump is trying to appeal to more female voters. He unveiled a plan to make child care more affordable with his daughter Ivanka at his side.
Safe, affordable, high-quality childcare should not be the luxury of a fortunate few.
But Trump has a new distraction. New York Attorney General Eric Schneiderman is investigating if Trump's foundation violated state law by using a campaign contribution to make illegal purchases, including spending $20,000 on a 6-foot painting of Trump.
We're looking into it as we have an obligation to do.
Trump plans to discuss his health on the Dr. Oz show tomorrow, but his campaign says release of detailed health records will come separately. Craig Boswell, CBS News, the White House.
A new Bloomberg poll of likely voters in Ohio, a key battleground state, gives Trump a 5-point lead over Clinton. A new distillery in Nelson County says it's now starting commercial production.
Right, Bardstown Bourbon Company reached that milestone nearly 3 years after beginning plans for the $25 million distillery. The distillery plans to open its visitors and event center to the public in early 2017. Bourbon, big business in the Commonwealth. Well, the family of a couple who survived a deadly crash is trying to find out about those who helped them, and they want to thank them.
We'll have that story when our midday news continues at 12:30.
We finally have a rain chance in the forecast, and it's today, but it's not a great chance. There's the front heading our direction. I'll show you when it arrives and how much rain we're expecting, and also that active weekend. That's coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Already 85 degrees there in Frankfort, in the capital city. I'm meteorologist Micah Harris. Here's your look outside, and there's 421 and Main Street, and it looks pretty good. Good flow in that area. Back toward Moorhead at 82. I-64 looks fine. 75 down south in London, Winchester Road here in Lexington. Those are all the views you need. Beautiful shot early this afternoon. Now we travel into the rest of the afternoon, and there's some rain around us, but there's just not much of a chance. The front's just to the north of us. It's not a very potent front. If we do see rain, here's the breakdown of it. And notice that I said if we do. It's definitely no slam dunk. But I'd say mid-afternoon off into the evening hours. There's your time frame, 4 p.m. to about 9 p.m. Anywhere down south, you're talking about a 10% chance of rain. Then you work across I-64 northbound. It does include Lexington. You could experience a passing shower or thunderstorm. But for the most part, this is just going to be beneficial rain if you do see it. Even though I've highlighted an area, I'm still showing you that it's a very small chance. We're sitting there at 30% in that area. But for the most part, all around, we're talking a 20% chance of rain today. I know a lot of us are needing it, though. It's been very dry the past several days. Past 21 out of 25 days. This is your not or fun, not so fun fact, depending on the way you look at it. Past 21 out of 25 days, you're talking have been dry. That means 4 days in the past 25 days have had rain, and even those 4 days, none of those days have experienced rain over 1 inch. And that's out at Lexington Airport. Maybe in some locations they have, but for the most part, we've just been really dry. You can see that evidence is there in our yard. 79 degrees there on Saturday, 78 on Sunday. Thursday, Friday, remember, still mainly dry, and then the weekend, yeah, it just doesn't look good. Sitting there with good chances of rain on both days. Now, the timing still hasn't changed. I would say afternoon and evening. It starts there on Saturday, moves through on Sunday, and it looks pretty sloppy there on both of those days. As of right now, those morning hours, you got Anytime Fitness, the Peace Love Run going on there on Saturday morning. I'll be the MC of that event. I'd love to see you out there and crossing our fingers and hoping that things really hold off. I will say this, they hold off on Friday. So if you have any events, plans, do it on Friday.
All right. MC is a little easier than running, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I just root you on. There you go.
Keep it here now on WKYT. Sports is on the way. The Colonels looking to build on their first win.
And what do the Cats have to do to climb out of a big hole? Dave Baker has sports next.
And we'll check stocks as we head into afternoon trading. And the major market indicators are up at midday.
I think it's probably pretty close to impossible to put into words just how uncomfortable things have been around the Wildcat football offices this week as the Cats get ready for New Mexico State. And why wouldn't the tension be high? Through the last 6+ quarters, virtually every aspect of this program has failed to deliver. Now, that's on the head coach, but I give Mark Stoops a ton of credit for this. He's not making excuses, and he knows what his guys have to do.
There's no getting around it. You know, I mean, you better man up and win some one-on-ones. You're not going to win them all. You play very good, players, and they're going to win some, but we have to get our share. And right now, we're not getting our share.
Coaches are responsible, but he's right. You got to win those. You can see the Cats and the Aggies this Saturday at 4 on the SEC Network alternate channel here in Lexington. That's on channel 518 on your Time Warner cable. Last Thursday night, Mark Elder got his first win as EKU football coach. This week, he tries again for one of those, quote, big wins as the Colonels travel to Ball State. It'll be the second time this season that Eastern will step up to the FBS level. The Colonels opened the season at Purdue last week. EKU turned Pikeville over in the second game of the season 8 times, and the Colonels needed them because they allowed the Bears to jump out to an early lead, just like Purdue did a couple of weeks ago.
We can't play like that, like we did to start the game off for the first quarter and 10 minutes. That's not championship level football, and that's the expectation around here is to play championship level football. So we got to play at a better level on both sides of the football. They were moving the football up and down the field on us. We needed the turnovers to stop them from doing that, and we got to play at a higher level than that.
EKU travels to Muncie, Indiana this weekend to take on those Fighting David Letterman's Ball State. 3 o'clock kickoff on ESPN3. Well, you may have seen the play over the weekend, but it got some folks in trouble. Mid-American and Big 12 conferences have suspended eight officials for misinterpreting a rule that allowed Central Michigan to upset Oklahoma State on a wild game-ending play. According to the coordinator of officials in the MAC, the crew gave Central Michigan an untimed down, and according to the coordinator, the crew should have used instant replay to correct its mistake. Now, I don't understand why they can't correct it now, even though the rule book says you can't. I mean, good gosh, things change. Central Michigan threw a Hail Mary towards the goal line, resulted in a lateral for the winning score. The on-field officials and the replay officials have been suspended 2 games each and won't be eligible to work in the postseason. Tonight on the Big Blue Insider with Dick Gabriel, Jeff Picoro of the UK Football Network, and the aforementioned EKU coach, Mark Elder. That's at 6 on 630 WLAP. Guys, that's a look at sports on this Wednesday.
Buzz, thank you so much, and we hope you'll keep it here.
And there's more to come in our next half hour of WKYT News at noon.
Nicholasville police are warning people about a scary scam involving a call saying that your child has been kidnapped. We'll have details on that straight ahead.
It was a hectic scene, but many stopped here to help on Versailles Road in Anderson County after a deadly crash. Now family is thanking those mystery people.
And taking a look at the lottery numbers this afternoon, tonight's Powerball jackpot, $222 million, and Friday night's Mega Millions jackpot is $133 million.